what a likable guy this guy is, what an easy guy to root for. And I said, in prompting his answer, I said, the fans in Philly are going to love this guy the way the fans in the movie Rocky loved Rocky. He's undersized, but man, can this guy go. When you heard the words from Fletcher that you just heard, how did it make you feel?
Gets me pretty excited. You know, it's been a whirlwind couple days, to say the least. But yeah, I had a really good conversation with Fletcher, and you know, he's jacked up. I'm just as jacked up, and I know that I can have a big impact within that organization and club. And what a great group of guys over there, and just looking forward to this next chapter.
Well, Cam, I like to say holy jumping, a little guy with gumption and great mitts. It'd be nice to see you in a Flyers uniform. I know you did some great stuff for Columbus and everybody there, and I'm wondering how excited you are. You've lost a lot of friends and buddies and good hockey players in Columbus, but now you're going to a city that you already know a bunch of guys. How excited are you for that?
Yeah, you know, it's I've been here 10 years, and this has been home for me, and it will continue to be home. I love Columbus. It's definitely not a secret, but I'm looking forward to this next chapter. Panger, like you said, I know a bunch of those guys over there, and went to school with Hazy, played against JVR. Obviously, being in the Metro, you play against these guys a lot. So super excited about what's next, and know that I could have a big impact with them. And yeah, so excited.
One of my favorite teammates here at NHL Network is Scott Hartnell. He's one of the funniest, most likable guys I've ever worked with. You can't be around Hartsey for very long without him mentioning you and or your family. So this leads to a moment that went really big on social media. You were already wearing a Gritty shirt. Talk about ingratiating yourself to the fan base. That was quick. Please tell the story of how this happened, because Hartsey helped it happen.
Well, I'm wearing a Hartnell down shirt too. I just realized that, but you know, I thought this whole time that Scotty was Gritty, to be honest. So, you know, I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but my wife, she loves Gritty, and we were staying at Hartsey's residence last summer with the kiddos, and we couldn't leave his household without a Gritty shirt. And, you know, as soon as I got traded to Flyers and had a couple Zoom interviews, I knew that it would be a good thing to put that shirt on, and hopefully the fans embraced it and love it, and know that I'm super excited to be part of their organization.
And are the kids going to be with Hartsey's kids as well, going to school?
Yeah, my oldest, Declan, who turned 3 on Saturday when I got the news about being traded. Actually, our wives are best friends, Katie and Nat, my wife. They've already got our kids, Wesley and Declan, going to pre-K next year. So it makes this transition a lot easier, not only for me, but for my wife and my kids.
Well, Cam, everybody talks about, well, little guys, and I cheer for little guys, and you and I have had many conversations in hallways. But I guess going back to what Chuck Fletcher was talking about, getting to the inside, you are a smaller player. Have you always been a guy that has just had that desire and that willingness to get to the blue paint, to be that player that plays a lot bigger than what he is?
Yeah, well, first, you know, I think I'm a couple inches taller than you, so I just want to clear the air there on that. But
wow,
no, you know, I take a lot of pride in getting to those dirty areas and scoring goals. And I mean, I love scoring goals. That's definitely not a secret. And my whole life I had to prove people wrong, and you know, I'm not afraid to. I don't know if it's because I grew up with 5 brothers that you know, we had a lot of battles growing up that have toughened me up, but I'm you know, I love getting to the dirty areas and scoring those greasy goals. I take like I said, a lot more pride in those goals than, you know, a perimeter goal. So that's just how I have to play to have success, and I love it.
Well, Cam, there's no question you could eat an apple off my head. I know that for sure. and that's without your skates on. That's without your skates on. But if you ever came through my crease, I'm telling you, it would have been a battle. Okay? We would have been tossing them.
Yeah, I love it.
That's amazing.
No.
On the topic of your chapter in Columbus, which is now closed, most fans will cherish forever, Blue Jackets fans, the upset sweep of the Lightning. When you think back on your decade there, is that your favorite memory, proving the whole hockey world wrong and pulling off one of the great upsets in pro sports history?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I've been fortunate to be a part of an organization for a long time, so a lot of ups and downs, good times and bad, and that's definitely up there as one of the best, if not the best. And just having the community and the city, rally around us, and knowing that we have a special group, that we did have a special group that year, and to play the underdog. I mean, I definitely embraced that, and we definitely did as a team, especially after Torts gave us a little pump up speech before game one. But yeah, I mean, it's been a great 10 years. This is home, and our boys were both born here, and I have my Battery Hockey Academy that's still going on, and invested a lot of time and energy, and have my roots here, but I'm definitely looking forward to this next chapter in my life, and just I feel just new energy and excitement going to a new team and knowing what we can do in that organization.
Well, on a note that's been a real tough one, I'm just wondering your thoughts about the season for Columbus in respect to the whole organization and the loss of a real future goaltender, 24-year-old Matisse Kivlenieks, and what you can say about that situation. Do you think that Columbus will have a really emotional rally this year?
Oh, I mean, that was a tough day. Just hearing the news, and Kivy, I didn't know him super well, but the time that I got to spend with him, what a special young man, and such a bright future ahead of him. I'm picturing in my mind that first game he played and won against the Rangers, and giving him the Kepi hat, and he was so nervous to speak, he didn't know what to say, and that's just how Kivy was. He always had a smile on his face and was always putting in the work, the extra work too, and he's definitely not going to be forever forgotten. And I'm sure the Blue Jackets, they did an unbelievable thing with the whole service and ceremony, and I'm sure they'll play for Kivy next year.